What is up, everyone? I'm coming on here for a couple of plays for the day, and we are now on a 6-day win streak, you guys. I told you guys that when we start heating up fast. We start really taking units from these guys whenever we can we can finally start hitting. So we have gone 6 days straight of 4-man entries cashing. One of those days, I believe it was 2 days ago, we cashed 2 of them in a row. So 2 in the same day right here. And yeah, we go ahead and do it again, 6 days straight. So, you know, I told you guys early April was not pretty. It was a bloodbath out there. And I told you guys, you know, there's times on this channel where we're cashing every single day, right? Again, we've never not had a profitable month on this channel. Maybe April is going to be our first month that we do it. But, you know, when we're in that just like absolute pit of despair in early April, it's really hard to believe. It's really hard to believe that we cash entries like this every day because we were going like a week straight without cashing a 4-man, right? It was unbelievable how unlucky we were getting and just what was happening. And, you know, this is right here what we can do, right? So I'm very happy with this past week. It's not good enough yet. I'm still, you know, I got taste for blood, and I'm ready to keep going with PrizePicks. I'm ready to really go the whole year, just absolutely dominate PrizePicks, and that's what we're going to be looking to do. So, you know, if you're not on the VIP, get into the VIP. We're on an absolute heater right now. But if you want to get into the VIP, if you want to start making money on PrizePicks, I actually have a number of ways that you guys can get into the VIP completely free today, okay? So you guys can get a month free, 2 months free, and I'm going to get into that after I go over these plays. If you guys don't know, on this channel, I do correlation, and I'm also very, very transparent with my bets. So, you know, I show my wins, I show my losses, I have everything tracked, which I'm also going to show in today's video. But we do cash in 8.5x, like I said. And then the best part about it, you know, I always talk about, it's great to cash. I mean, this is obviously like what we try to do is cash the entries. But the best part about it is we have 2 setups going into today. So these are really the days where you can get multiple 4-man stacked up, right? Because we have 2 chances at hitting a 4-man later today. And I'm going to be sending out picks all throughout today, obviously. So, you know, maybe we can cash one of the plays that I send out today throughout the day. And then maybe we can cash one of these going into tonight, right? Or maybe both of these cash, who knows? But these are really the days where you can really start getting profit when you have setups. You know, you cash overnight, and then you have another setup going into the next day, or another 2 setups going into the next day. You know, going into these entries right here, you guys can see this guy's line is 17.5. He ended up getting 39 assists. He doubled his assist counter right here. These 3 guys get 39 kills, okay? So 39 assists for this guy, 39 kills for these 3 guys here. If that's not correlated, I don't know what is, right? Every kill these guys get, they pretty much also got an assist for Lee Hands right here. So that is extremely correlated. That is why we do League of Legends correlation. You guys can see sometimes the unders happen, and I take the unders, and these are very correlated together with the unders, right? These guys are right about 50% of their line because they lost their game. Same thing here, right? These guy's line was 11.5. They end up getting 24 kills. This guy's line was 16.5. He gets 41 assists, okay? Super correlated together, the support and the different players on these teams that get kills. And yeah, we also cash a 2-man. We are set up going into tonight with Davion Mitchell. This was one of the YouTube plays that I sent out yesterday. We got him at 10.5. He's now bumped up to 11. I honestly still like him at 11. So if you guys ever need a play later today, I like Davion Mitchell at 11. I'm going to like Davion Mitchell probably up until like 12.5 or something like that. But we do get a little bit of value with this bump. I checked last night, and he was bumped actually to 11.5. So he went from 10.5 to 11.5 back down to 11. You know, I don't know. It's just kind of the flow of the market, but good to see him bump up, and we did get a little bit of value there. So I really want to hit this one. We did unfortunately miss the Counter-Strike play of the day yesterday, but we were 6 and 8 on this YouTube channel so far over the last like 7 videos. So these are all the videos. I think I'm missing a couple now because I made this graphic a couple days ago, but every single check mark you see here are the 2-mans that we've been hitting, okay? So we missed this one with DiVincenzo, but every single day in the past 7 days we have hit. Yesterday, unfortunately, we did miss this one here, but if we do come back and hit this Davion Mitchell one, then that's going to be a profitable day, right? Because this is a 3x entry. All right, so that's about all I got for going over yesterday's picks. Let's go ahead and tell you guys about getting into the VIP completely free. So the number 1 method to get into the VIP free is to text me the word Bovada right here to my number on the screen, and you guys can sign up for Bovada. It's really easy to do so. All you guys have to do is use my link that I will text you after sending me a text. So text me Bovada, and then I will send you, it's about like 4 steps of instructions. Really all it is you put some money into Bovada, you take a $1 bet, or first of all, you sign up with my link, you put some money in Bovada, you take a $1 bet, and then I'm actually going to match your money up to $25. So I'm going to Venmo or Cash App you back the $25 up to $25 that you put in, okay? So if you put 25 bucks into Bovada, take a $1 entry, I'm going to Venmo or Cash App you back the $25. Now I recommend that you put more money into Bovada because they do have a pretty nice deposit match, but if you want to put 25 in, I'll actually Venmo Cash App you back that 25. So it'll pretty much, like I said, be completely free to you, right? You're actually getting more money on it because you're getting matched on that $25. So you're putting 25 in, you're getting matched on your money, you're getting $25 from me. It's all profit for you guys, and then you guys, most importantly, will get 2 free months of the VIP with Bovada right here. So definitely text me the word Bovada, and I'll get you guys signed up for that. They're available, I think, in 35 out of 50 states. So go ahead. If you don't know if your state is legal or not, I live in Texas, and Bovada is legal. So if you live in Texas, I know for sure it's legal. And then you guys can also sign up for 3 other apps that I promote. Chalkboard right here. You guys can text me the word Chalkboard and sign up for Better right here. I'm actually going to limit Better to just 1 month free of VIP, and then with Sleeper, I'm giving you guys 1 free month of VIP too. So if you don't have Sleeper, if you don't have Better, if you don't have Chalkboard, if you don't have Bovada, you guys can get a ton of months free with these 3 apps right here. All right, so I did want to talk about the past performance of the VIP. We've been absolutely crushing it this week. If you guys don't know, I have everything tracked this year. So far in 2025, every single entry that I played so far in 2025, we have tracked. We are up 121 units this year. So if you're a $10 bettor this year, you'd be up about $1,500 taking all of my bets right here. The last 7 days, we're up 30 units. If you guys don't know, the beginning of April was very, very rough. I have a lot of videos explaining that. We went through an extreme amount of negative variance, an extreme amount of unluck. But I've told you guys we have been here before, right? Early January, we absolutely rocketed up, and then we go down in early January about 50 units. Late January. Late January was also very rough for us. So we've been here before, and then in February we go up like 90 to 100 units, and you guys can see I'm up. We went up 94 units in February, right? One of the best months we've ever had. Actually, the best month we've ever had. So again, this rocket ship that we take up goes very fast, and you guys got to get onto the VIP when this does happen. And again, March was honestly kind of up and down. You guys can see like mid-March or kind of early March to kind of late March, just kind of up and down. We go up about, we go up like 32 units, which is pretty decent actually. And then early April, man, we just absolutely go and give back a lot of units, right? There was a lot of unluck happening. And now we are back up about, 35 units from that point, or actually 30 units from that point, right, over the last 7 days. This is what I did in 2024. Absolutely had an insane 2024. It was a lot more consistent in 2024, just going up like 50, 60 units. 2025 for some reason has been an absolute roller coaster ride of emotions, but overall, really what matters at the end of the day is how many units we are up so far this year, and that is 120 units, right? And that is having 2 of the most unlucky stretches I've ever had betting, which was end of January and end of March. Beginning of April, which I honestly don't think that's going to happen for a while. Who knows though? It's betting. I mean, the luck gods swing their ways, right? They do incredible things. Who knows? All right, so let's go ahead and get into today's plays. Again, you guys can text me a number of words, sign up for a number of apps to get into the VIP completely free and take a lot of the correlated bets. And again, we're up 120 units so far in 2025, which is nothing to scoff at. So let's go ahead and get into the play. Like I said, I really like the Steph Curry line, so I'm gonna talk about this for quite a while, but I'm gonna talk about Tomio first. Okay, so Tomio under 6 kills. I'm taking him under because he averages 2.5 kills per game. That puts him right around 4.92 kills per game if you take map 1 and 2 into account. And then in just wins, he doesn't really do very much more in just wins. He's averaging 2.66 kills in just wins, and that puts him at 5.33. So both of these are under this by about a kill. I think he either gets 5 kills or 6 kills. So if he gets 5 kills, we win the entry, obviously. If he gets 6 kills, we do push. So if this bumps down to 5.5, I would honestly be a little bit cautious of it, just because I am banking on this play to either get 5 or 6. Okay, so if he gets 6, we still win if Steph Curry goes over because he is going to push obviously at 6. So I do like this line here. He plays a lot of tank junglers, which means they do a lot of like getting armor, getting health. They don't do that much killing, if that makes sense, okay? He plays more characters that are going to more like support his team and not do as much killing, okay? So I'm taking him under, and then Steph Curry to go over 25.5 points. Now, I've been seeing this fluctuate all day from 26.5 to 25.5. It's at 25.5 right now, so try to lock this in as fast as you can. There is a number of reasons why I like this play, okay? The first reason, I'm going to talk about minute share a lot, right? I like talking about minute share when it comes to NBA players. So first of all, again, 25.5, I still like it at 26.5. It's takeable, but 25.5, if you guys can get it at that, is really, really solid. Now, these 3 games that Steph Curry played, I'm going to talk about minutes and his points that he gets per minute, right? So these last 3 games were all pretty much playoff games for Curry. This game right here technically was not the playoffs, but whoever lost this game had to play the play-in game, okay? So if Clippers lost, they would have had to play the play-in versus the Grizzlies. If Golden State loses, they had to play the play-in game versus the Grizzlies, which did end up happening. So he pretty much has played 3 playoff games so far. He's gone above 38 minutes in all 3 of these games. Now, he put up 36 points, 37 points, and 31 points, okay? By the way, Clippers number 4 defense, if not number 1 defense, honestly. Like top 2 defenses in my mind are Thunder and Clippers. Okay, so he puts up 36 versus the Clippers. Rockets also a pretty solid defense. He puts up 31 versus the Rockets in the game that he just played. Okay, Rockets, like I said, are a very solid defense, but it's mostly versus big men. Okay, so versus centers, they are number 1 in the league. Versus centers, power forwards number 12, small forwards are number 3, shooting guards are number 15, but versus point guards, they are 30th in the league versus point guards. So that honestly is kind of hard to believe. Like, how are you so good at defending big men, but not so good at defending point guards? That's nothing to like really like crazy statistic, but it is something, right? It is something to think about. But I really, what I want to do, and this might, bear with me here because I'm going to go through pretty much every game he's played this season. I wish that this app could filter out how many minutes he has played, right? But you guys can see over these past 3 games, he's played 38.6, and then 39.6 minutes. So let's go through his season and try to find the games that he's played over 37 minutes, or right around just about 37 minutes. So early in the season, he's playing like 25 minutes, 26 minutes. Again, there's no shot that he plays this little amount of time in this game that he's about to play tonight. It's a playoff game. I mean, unless he gets injured or something like that, he's going to play probably like 37 minutes, like I said. So first game that he goes ahead and gets anywhere close to this is OKC right here. 36.5 minutes versus OKC, and he puts up 36 points against OKC. Again, a very, very solid defense, if not the number 1 defense in the league, the number 2 defense in the league. Puts up 36 points against OKC. Let's go ahead and scroll through these games. I'm looking for games that are close to 37 minutes. All right, here's another game right here versus the Timberwolves. 36 minutes versus the Timberwolves on 115. Okay, so 115, he puts up 31 points versus the Timberwolves, and it says they are the number 5 ranked defense opponent rank right here. So 31 against the Timberwolves. Let's keep going here and try to find more games. LA Lakers right here, he puts up 37 minutes. LA Lakers, he puts up 37 points. Okay, 37 points in 37 minutes. Let's keep going here. We have the Dallas Mavericks. Now we have the 1 game right here that he doesn't go over this line. He gets 25 points in 37 minutes, so he's 1 point away. He's literally 1 free throw away from getting this line here. But he does put up 25 in 37 minutes, all right? So that's the 1 game he doesn't do it. Let's keep going here. 76ers, I actually don't even know. Okay, 76ers, he puts up 29 points in the 76ers game where he plays 36.5 minutes. Okay, let's keep going here. All of these are like 35, so they don't count. Grizzlies right here, he puts up 36.5 minutes, and he puts up 52 points. 52 points versus the Grizzlies on April 1st. And then let's go ahead and keep going here. Spurs, he puts up 36.6 minutes, and he puts up, what does he put up? 30 points versus the Spurs, where he puts up more than 36 minutes, okay? So I'm trying, hopefully I didn't cherry pick. Hopefully I didn't miss anything. If I did, I apologize. But you guys just saw like 7 different games where he puts up more than 36.5 minutes, 37 minutes, and he's getting 30 points, 50 points, 36 points against the best defense in the league. And again, he has played 3 playoff games so far, all over 38 minutes right here. So again, I'm expecting him to play more than 38 minutes. And he absolutely crushed this line against all of these teams that are really solid defenses. Actually, if not solid, some of the best defenses in all of the NBA, okay? We have the Clippers, we have the Rockets, we have OKC in there, we have the Timberwolves in there, and all of those teams, he's absolutely crushing in points. So that is why I like Steph Curry over. You guys see a lot of red around here. You guys see like some red in here. There's a lot of these games, but a lot of these games where he's getting red, he's putting up like 25, 27 minutes, all right? It's just not really it's not realistic to think that Steph Curry only plays 27 minutes in a playoff game, okay? Especially the past 3 games, he's actually rising in minutes, right? He might play 40 minutes tonight. He might put up 35 points tonight. Who knows? So this is the play of the day. I actually just see on my other screen, Steph Curry bumped to 26.5. So again, take it at 26.5. If it could bump down to 25.5. So I apologize for the bumps. Again, trying to get this video out as soon as I can. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video.